They are the reason we own guns, why we hold to the Second Amendment, and why we fight for the future of America. It really is all about family. But if your guns are to keep your family safe, how do you keep your family safe from your guns? Safety is the number one concern that people have with a gun wall. So I wanted to go over 3 safety tips or precautions for having a gun wall with children. And depending on the age of your children, you may need to use discernment to adapt these to your specific household. I then want to share 3 benefits to having a gun wall with children in your house over using a gun safe. But safety first. Safety tip number 1. Only keep your primary guns loaded and keep them out of reach. Some of these guns that I have are not the ones that I'm going to be grabbing when I hear a bump in the night. So I keep them unloaded and I keep the ammo stored separately. My primary use weapons like my SIG or my AR pistol, I keep fully loaded with a round in the chamber, but I keep them out of reach of my daughter. There's no chance that she can get to them. Now, as your children get older, depending on your household, you may have to adapt this, but also as your children get older, you should be teaching them gun safety and responsibility, in which case it shouldn't be an issue. Safety tip number 2. Lock your gun room door. If your children accessing your guns or knives or anything dangerous or expensive in your gun room is a concern for you, then simply treat that entire room like your gun safe and lock the door. And last but not least, use Hold Up Display's gun locks. They make a variety of different locks for pistols and rifles that protect the trigger of your firearm and keep it retained to the wall. This allows you all of the benefits of having a gun wall, but gives you an extra measure of safety and security. And here's a bonus safety tip that I'll also use as a bridge to talking about the benefits of having a gun wall with children. Teach your children responsible gun ownership. And this is the heart of the matter. If you know that your children playing near a highway is dangerous, you don't lock them inside and keep them from that. You teach them to be responsible and not reckless. In the same way, locking your guns in a safe and keeping them out of sight and sound is not how you protect your children from them. You protect your children from guns by teaching them how to responsibly and safely handle and use them. So, benefit number 1, having a gun wall encourages familiarity with firearms and discourages taboo curiosity. Guns should be as commonplace to children as a piece of art hanging on the wall or a musical instrument that you have to handle with care. Now, combine that with teaching them proper firearm safety and handling, and you're golden. Benefit number 2, it provides opportunity for gun education. As your children see your guns up on your wall, they'll want to know more about them and they'll want to learn how to shoot them. And so having them displayed like that will make it much easier and more natural to teach your kids how to shoot. And benefit number 3, it promotes discussion of gun-related topics. Daddy, why do you have so many guns on your wall? Because it's my responsibility to protect my family and defend the freedoms we have in America. Because good men should be dangerous and skilled in violence. Because guns are tools, and I want you to learn how to use them. Just like you need to learn how to cook and how to change a flat tire, you also need to learn how to shoot.